Is the VCA 5 motif mother of pearl bracelet as delicate as everybody makes it out to be? Can you actually shower with it on? Are certain people under certain star signs not supposed to wear mother of pearl? Did you know you had to create a wish list for certain items at VCA, Van Cleef and Arpels? In this video, we are going to be answering some of those questions and a few more, like sizing and my purchasing experience at VCA. Maybe I was a little naive. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Today we are discussing this little beauty right here. We are going to be discussing the 5 motif, can we see it, mother of pearl bracelet. I'm not going to take it off, people, because I'm going to start off by saying this is the hardest bangle I have to put on. I'm actually going to buy one of these gadgets from Amazon for putting it on and off. I mean, sometimes I can put it on myself, sometimes I need Rico, sometimes we both struggle. Honestly, it is an ordeal to get this bangle on and off. And spoiler alert, it's not one that you can keep on full time. Anyway, shall we get right into the juicy bits of the video? What should we start with? Should we start with sizing? Should we talk about mother of pearl? Should we talk about my purchasing experience? First of all, we are going to touch on the packaging and how I received mine, because it seems in some countries you are now not getting the full packaging. I was unaware of that fact when I purchased mine, so I would have been really quite surprised if I hadn't received the whole packaging. I have already unboxed this actually a couple of times on my channel. I decided not to unbox it again, but anyway, this is how it came. So basically it came in this bag, and this bag was put into a Harrods bag. So I was travelling on the train that day, so it's just so people couldn't see that I had got something from Van Cleef and Arpels. But I suppose if you're carrying a green Harrods bag, you've got something nice in there, but I suppose it could be food. Anyway, it's still going to be nice, isn't it? This is the box that it came in. So it was tied with the lovely Van Cleef and Arpels bow, which I have just been sliding on and off, which has allowed me to unbox the item quite a few times. The box says Van Cleef and Arpels in this lovely green colour. There we go. Is it being washed out? And then it's got the little Van Cleef and Arpels little emblem thing there. And I have, and this is what's causing a lot of controversy on YouTube, that in some countries now they are not offering you this beautiful, beautiful suede box, and that you are only being offered the little travel pouch with your bracelet or whatever you're getting. You are now only being offered a travel pouch and not the whole packaging experience. So in some countries you are not receiving this beautiful suede box. It is beautifully lined with suede inside, and then you just put your bangle onto that, and that's what it looks like so. And then somebody pointed out to me, but mine's leather underneath. Somebody said, I'm sure somebody said to me that it's wood inside. Anyway, I can't see any wood, but obviously it is made of wood. But anyway, so it is leather at the bottom and suede everywhere else. So I just wanted to share that with you, just in case you haven't seen my other videos. And then of course you get your cleaning cloth, which you're supposed to clean your items with, and then your receipts and your authenticity and all of that. And in all of that I also have the details of the SA who served me on the day, who is really, really good. So that's the packaging. Let's move on to my purchasing experience. So this was the first ever item that I'd ever purchased from VCA, Van Cleef and Arpels, and I think I was a little naive, if I had to be honest. I've purchased, obviously I've purchased from Cartier before, but the experience in Cartier and the experience in VCA was very different for me anyway. Not in the service I received. My essay from Cartier was absolutely amazing. My second piece, I actually got my daughter-in-law to pick up for me from London. Her experience wasn't so good with that specific essay, but my essay in Cartier was absolutely amazing. In fact, she had quite a few, after I uploaded my video on my Cartier bracelet, she had quite a few people go in and say they had watched my video and had asked for her, and then she called me to thank me for that, which I thought was absolutely lovely. Anyway, we are not talking about Cartier, but I just wanted to say that the actual experience is totally different. I would say the experience in VCA is just a little bit more niche. So we went into Harrods and I looked for the fine jewellery part of Harrods, which is where VCA is. So I saw the VCA boutique. I went straight in. Rico waited outside. And I had a look around the boutique and there was not one 5 motif bracelet to be seen. None of the common, I'm going to say common, but you know what I mean, items that we are used to seeing from VCA, like on YouTube. I didn't see any of those items. And when I walked in, there was 2 people in the boutique. Nobody approached me at all. There was a lady and a gentleman. Neither of them asked me if I wanted any help. They just allowed me to browse, which is good. I didn't feel as if I was being pounced on. I just browsed and browsed and went round. Actually, I was looking for a bangle so I could say, can I have a look at one of them? But anyway, so I looked around and then I said to the lady that was standing there, I said, so I'm interested in the 5 motif bracelet. And she says to me, which one are you interested in? I said, the gold one. That was what I went in for. So I went in looking for the hammered gold 5 motif bracelet. That was the one I wanted. And the reason I had wanted that one was because I like to wear my fine jewellery, things that I have spent a lot of money on. I've just kicked my camera, sorry if you're shaking about. I like to be able to wear them on an everyday basis and not worry about them. Gold will scratch, and I'm very aware of gold scratching, but I hate the palaver of having to take my jewellery off. Anyway, all that said and done, she then showed me into a private room and she said to me, if you'd like to take a seat, I will have someone bring out the items for you and show you what we have in stock. And I was like, okay, so I went into this lovely room with a settee and everything in it and lovely, and asked me if I wanted anything to drink. I said no thank you, and then I sat there by myself because Rico was still outside, and I thought I need to get Rico in, I'm going to get shown some things here now. So I walked back out and they looked at me walking back out. I said, I'm just going to go and get my husband, and then I got Rico and in we walked. It's going to be a long one, this video, by the way. It's going to be a long one. I can feel it, I can feel it. I'm not getting to the point of things. Anyway, so I went and got Rico and we sat down and she brought in, and then another essay, Katrina, I think her name was. Let me check. Okay, I nearly got it right. Christina. Christina came with a tray, and on that tray was this mother of pearl bangle and the red one. What's that called? Chameleon? The chameleon, I think the red one's called. And she brought the 2 of them. I knew immediately the red one wasn't for me, and I just told her straight away, no, I don't like that one. And as soon as I saw the mother of pearl, I absolutely loved it. I really, really loved it. I'm going to bring it up really close. I just thought it looked absolutely beautiful, and I really do love it. So I looked at that, I said, oh, I don't know, I was really wanting the gold one. And she went, hold on, and she brought a pendant with the gold, you know, the stripy gold one, that one that's got kind of the lines on it. I don't know the names of them, I should have looked at but anyway. And I said, so no, that's not the one I want. And I didn't know at the time, well, I wasn't confident enough to say the hammered one, truth be said. I knew it was called the hammered one, but I wasn't confident enough to say that. I said, no, I like the one with all the little specks on it. She says, right, okay. She says, for that one, you need to create a wish list. People, you should have seen the shock on my face, because the only time I've heard wish list mentioned is when people are talking about Hermes. I have never heard anybody mention a wish list when it comes to VC and A. And I expressed my surprise and my shock. I said to her, really? I need to create a wish list for a bangle? People. And she says, yes, you do. She says, I can order the other gold one for you and have that brought in, but the hammered one, because so many people want the hammered one, instantly the hammered one is slightly cheaper than the other gold one, and I think it's because that's going to show less wear and tear on it. I wasn't interested in creating a wish list, and apparently what it means when you create a wish list, you have to put a down payment. Now people, we're talking a lot of money here, and I would not be willing. I know I have a friend who has paid a certain amount to get an item, and everybody has to do what suits them. For me, I'm not happy to give somebody that amount of money and me missing out on the interest on my money. That's not going to happen for me, people. I just would not do that. Now, I'm not sure, and some people will say that you have to put 30% down payment for the item. Now the friend I'm referring to is not the hammered one that she's wanting. She's wanting the one with the lines that looks almost like a diamond cut gold. She wants that one, and that's the one she's put a down payment for, the 5 motif of that one. So she's put down 30%. So every country is different, I'm supposing, because in Harrods in London, it was the hammered one that you had to create a wish list for. So the other one, she would order it and she would have it brought in, but the hammered one, I would have to create a wish list. And from my understanding is, you know, some places you have to put a 30% down payment, other places you have to put down a full payment. And this is, I've heard from other people, not from the essay that I was speaking to, because I just didn't get into it because I knew I wasn't willing to create a wish list to get a bangle. Yeah, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to put 30% down or 100% down payment for something that they're not even going to guarantee me when I am going to get it. They give you a time scale. I think the time scale she said to me was between 3 months and a year. So you could be holding my money for up to a year, and I'm going to lose my interest on that money. Ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen, my people. So I said, so let me try on the mother of pearl. And people, the minute she put that on my wrist, I absolutely loved the contrast with my other bangles. I loved the way it looked. These are quite masculine, I think, like the ones that I've got from Cartier, and this just added, I think it softens the whole stack. It just brings that bit of feminine touch to it. I think the mother of pearl is very much like that. It's just beautiful. I think it really, really is beautiful. The only thing that puts me off mother of pearl, the only disadvantage, and it's a big disadvantage, and you know, you have to decide for yourself if whether you're willing to put up with that, is they say it is a very, very delicate material. But mother of pearl is very delicate, and I'm going to get into how mother of pearl is made and if it really is as delicate as everybody makes it out to be. And that's the only thing. And they will say to you, as I was told in VCA, I was told, do not get it wet. And she didn't say to me, don't wear it with the rest of your stack because it might scratch. What she did in fact say to me is, it's very common for the VCA, the 5 motif, to be worn with the type of jewellery that you're wearing, with your Cartier Jongleur and your love bangle. It's very common. Common people, I don't know if that's the right one, but she did say that's how it's quite often worn. So that's how I ended up buying it. Actually, I didn't buy it then, and then I tried it and I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it, and I said to her, right, do you know what? I'm going to leave it just now. I said to her, I'm going to go away, have some lunch, have a wee glass of wine, think about it and come back. And that's exactly what we did. And I was still like, oh, I don't know, discussing it with Rico. Rico was very pro me getting it. And as we finished our lunch, we finished our wine, and we started walking out of the restaurant. And Rico, in fact, it was Rico that walked me. As we were chatting, he was walking me to the direction of VCA. So before I knew it, I was back there. So in we walked, and I asked for Christina. She wasn't there at the time. She was away for her lunch. And they said to me that somebody else would come and help me with what I wanted until Christina came back. And another gentleman came in who was extremely helpful. And when I was in with Christina earlier on, we had discussed adjusting the bracelet and how they would adjust it, because I was like, you know, if you start taking links off, it's not going to be equal and blah blah blah. So what happens is they'll take equal amount of links, so the spacing between the motifs is still the same. Christina had said to me, like, if I wanted it to, if they were to take links away, she would suggest 4 links is what she suggested if I wanted it to be made smaller. She was pushing for me to get it made smaller. She said it would eventually end up annoying me because it would get tangled up with the rest of the bangles. In all honesty, I don't think if I get it shortened it's going to stop it getting tangled up, because my bangles do actually get tangled up. Because if you can see, there is actually a space, a slight space between my bangles, and they do sometimes overlap. And I think the fact that there is more space with the Van Cleef allows it, as much as it does tangle up, it allows it to untangle itself and fall back down away from the others. I really don't know what to do. Let me know in the comments if you have the 5 motif, if you stack it with other bangles, if it tangles up, if you've had it adjusted. Give me your opinions or your thoughts in the description box. I've got a year, so VCA give you a year to decide whether or not you want to adjust the bangle, and they do that free of charge within the year. That's what I was told by Christina at VCA. I'm on a Facebook page now with VCA, and there was a post about that and some people were disagreeing with me. That's what I was told at VCA. I was told that I can get it adjusted free of charge for up to a year. Anyway, we went back and the gentleman was dealing with it. I asked him as well, I wanted his opinion. I wanted to see if his and Christina's opinions would match about shortening the bangle. He says, let me have a look at it. So he said to me, drop your wrist. So I kind of dropped it, and he says to me, you know, actually where your VCA bangle is sitting, that's how it's supposed to fit, because it's not obviously not supposed to fall down your hand, and it is designed to have movement. And I fully understand that, because you know, the more movement it has, I do like the movement. And if I hadn't got used to those being more fitted, you know, I would never have thought of getting that adjusted. And because it has that drop, you see when it falls, you can see the mother of pearl motifs, and they're not kind of stuck like that. You see the drop there. So like I said, I still don't know whether to adjust it or not. Anyway, he then says to me, if you were to have it adjusted, let me have a look. And he also suggested 4 links to adjust it. So they would probably take, like 2 from here, 2 from here. The other thing is, if you do take links away, it is going to bring the motifs closer together. So you're going to see maybe more of them like up here. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, whilst he was chatting to me, Christina came back and he immediately took his exit and I thanked him and he left. Oh, by the way, we were offered drinks as well in VCA. Again, we were offered drinks. We had sparkling water, and of course once you're in the private rooms, you're closed off and everything. It's a really lovely experience. So of course once I put it on, Rico thought it was beautiful, I thought it was beautiful, and I thought it was lovely against the rest of the bangles, and slightly different that it wasn't another like solid gold piece. So I decided I was gonna go with that, and this is cheaper than the actual gold ones as well. So I decided I was gonna take it, and then Christina was talking to me. She gave me her card and she spoke to me and she says, when you're back again, and I looked at her and I says, what makes you so sure I'm gonna come back? She said, well, VCA is very addictive. She says, you're gonna find yourself being drawn to more items. People, I kid you not, I was no sooner back home when I started looking at the earrings and the pendant. By the way, the earrings, so this is, I haven't even told you what this is. This is the vintage size. So you get 3 sizes. You get the sweet size, which is tiny. You get the vintage size, and you get the magic size, which is the biggest size. So to get the vintage size of earrings, which is a motif here and a motif here, like this size, it's the same price as a 5 motif bracelet, but actually it's quite an intricate earring when you look at it. It's solid gold at the back, it has the gold, it's not just one of these kind of butterfly studs, it's a very secure closure. In the vintage size, the sweet size is different again. So yeah, she was absolutely right about that, but it is absolutely beautiful. So I ended up with the vintage 5 motif Alhambra bracelet, whatever it's called. Anyway, okay, let's move on to sizing. So the actual sizing of the 5 motif as it comes, standard sizing is 19 centimeters, and after that you can then get it adjusted. They do have a dummy bracelet that you can try on and size. So I did a try on like a smaller one as a dummy bracelet just to see how it looked. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So you do, and in Cartier it's the same. They have a dummy love bangle as well that you try on for sizing as well. So just as a comparison, my VCA is 19 centimeters, my love bangle is 18 centimeters, and my jeu en clou is 17 centimeters. So my actual wrist size, when I last measured it, was when I bought my Cartier, it was 16.5 centimeters. So if I remember correctly, for your love bangle, you size up between 1.5 sizes from your wrist size. So I sized to an 18. So for your jeu en clou, you're supposed to size either to 1 size smaller than your love bangle, or you size up to your actual wrist. So that is a 17 because my wrist is 16.5, so I've sized to 17, which is the nearest comfortable sizing I could go to. And that's if I remember all that correctly, because it's been a long time since I've reviewed Cartier. But yeah, I'll link my Cartier videos where I talk about the actual sizing, and at a point in time where I did my proper research. Now this is all through memory. And people, I'm of that age now where memory is not that great. But of course it all depends on how you like it to fit. Christina felt that she thought the fitting of my bangles are kind of, I wear them more loose than they're normally fitted. I definitely wouldn't go any tighter than that. I like movement, and I definitely wouldn't go any bigger than that. Is this blurring out? But yeah, so that was my buying experience. Overall, it was a lovely buying experience. When I got back home, I also got a lovely message from Christina as well, thanking me for visiting VCA, and she was looking forward to seeing me again, which I'm sure she will. Anyway, so that was my buying experience, and that's the sizing. Okay, let's move on to the actual mother of pearl now, which if you sit and listen to a lot of YouTube videos, it will totally put you off buying mother of pearl. And I've also put my pearls on today, as we can see, real pearls, just so we can discuss the difference. Is mother of pearl pearls? What's the difference between them? Blah, blah, blah. And we're going to get into all of that. So when I purchased my mother of pearl, I was told not to shower with my mother of pearl and to avoid getting it wet, as the mother of pearl can shrink. Okay, so I came home and I'm like, right, okay, why would it shrink? Why would mother of pearl shrink if it's made in water? Basically, it is made in water. Basically, mother of pearl is a protector of a mussel, a freshwater mussel, or an oyster. It is the inside of a shell, and it is formed to protect the mussel or the oyster, and it's probably like an immune system. So this is created as a protector to fight off all the things that shouldn't come into the shell. So that is what mother of pearl is. It is the inside, that beautiful lining of the mother of pearl. So it is tough. It's not a soft material. It is a tough material. Although obviously when they're making these beautiful bracelets and jewelries and all of that, it's just a thin layer of mother of pearl that they're using. It's a very, very thin layer of it, and it will scratch, you know, just as gold scratches. And I see a lot of people getting quite paranoid on the internet. Oh, it's scratched, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. VCA do tell you to be careful of it, because they don't want the stone to dull down. They want you to take good care of it so it stays beautiful, so you have that beautiful iridescent colouring on the mother of pearl, so you know you don't lose the shine and all of it. It's absolutely beautiful. See when the light catches it, it is really absolutely gorgeous. And it does, depending on how you move it, it changes colours. It is really, really, it is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. So you are told to take care of it, really, just so you can keep it looking the best you can. If you do damage it, VCA do change the mother of pearl for you, obviously at a cost. But listen, I'm very much, you know, I want to wear it, I want to enjoy it. I've spent all that money on it. I don't want to keep worrying about it. You know, if I'm gonna try and avoid getting it scratched, the last thing I'm going to do is wear it with my other bangles. But I want to enjoy it. I want to wear it with my other bangles. So, you know, you have to take into consideration, you know, wear and tear of use, you know, and not be paranoid about it. Now, as for getting it wet, I've done my research, and actually it's not the fact that getting it wet's going to damage it. It's like if you wear it in the shower, it's all the chemicals that we use in the shower, your shower gels, your shampoos and all of that. And if you do keep wearing it in the shower, like if you do keep getting it wet, right, forgetting about chemicals, forgetting about all of that, if you do keep getting it wet, then there's a chance that it's going to seep in between the mother of pearl, and that's when the damage begins. Now, if you do forget and wear it in the shower, don't panic, just dry it off with the cloth that you're given from VCA, and you know, as long as you dry it off, it should be okay, because we are very much led to believe, like, oh my goodness, honestly, that's how I felt initially looking at people talking about it, you know, in the Facebook group, even at VCA, I was very much told don't get it wet, and it's really hot water that's more harming than cold water. Would I shower with it? No, because people have put the fear of God in me. But you know, do not get it, no. So that's kind of got into my head. But now I won't panic, whereas before I would have panicked. I won't panic. I would just come out as soon as I've realised that I've left it. I'm doing this because do you know what I'm thinking of? You know, and I would dry it off and not think, oh my god, I've ruined my bracelet. Of course there's going to be wear and tear on it, just as there is on my love bangle, just as there is on every bit of jewellery that I'm wearing. Let's calm down a bit, people. It's just jewellery, and it's jewellery that's supposed to be worn and enjoyed. Okay, is mother of pearl the same as pearls? It's not the same, and it's formed differently, but it is the exact same material. So I was saying it's like an immunity response. So what happens is mother of pearl, or the official name, which I'm probably gonna butcher, nacre I think it's called, is secreted by the oyster or the mussel, and it lines the shell, and it's formed to protect the mussel and the oysters and all of that. That's what it is, and it just keeps secreting this nacre, mother of pearl, as a protection layer. And over the years there's lots and lots and lots of layers. So what happens is, how pearls are formed is the same substance is secreted. So if a little pesticide thing gets into the shell, this nacre, mother of pearl, is secreted onto that little pesticide, and over the years it forms into a beautiful pearl. So it's the same thing, but it's different, and that's why it's called mother of pearl, because it's kind of surrounds it. So it's the mother. So the mother of pearl, the nacre, is all around the inside of the shell, and it surrounds the mussel, whatever it is, the oyster. And then if a little pesticide gets in, this nacre is secreted onto the pesticide, and it keeps covering it and secrete, and more and more and more and more, and then that's how it's formed. And that's how pearls are formed naturally. And now this is how they make the cultured pearls as well. They kind of put in these pesticides into the shells and to create pearls. So that's the cultured ones, and then you get the natural ones as well. That's how it's all made. That is me simplifying it for you people, because I have been overthinking this, how I'm going to explain it all. So this is me just simplifying it so I can get it across to you. But it's actually a beautiful process. I think it's just magical. It's just a magical process. And we've all seen, you know, the inside of a shell, how beautiful it can be, the inside of an oyster or a mussel. It's absolutely beautiful. So basically, is it as delicate as everybody makes it out to be? So mother of pearl is a smooth, hard, iridescent substance formed inside the shell to protect the mussel oyster. So is it delicate? Well, in a word, yes. It is delicate. You need to take a certain amount of care of it, because over time it can easily be harmed with overexposure to chemicals, water. I'm saying overexposure here. Chemicals, hot water, all these types of irritants. So basically take care of it, but don't overdo it. Enjoy it. It's what I keep saying, and I've said earlier on, we need to enjoy our things without worrying about it. And if we do get a scratch on it, big deal. So my advice to you is wear it, but enjoy it. It's a lot of money for you to be panicking about it every time you wear it. Oh no, it's touched my other bracelet. Oh no, it's this, that. I was like that when I first put it on, before I started doing my research. The first time I put that bangle on, oh my goodness thing, I was literally walking around like that, because like I said, everybody put the fear in me. Like, don't do this, don't do that with it. No people, I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, I'm really going to enjoy it, and the only way I can enjoy it is about not worrying about it, but being careful, like avoiding getting into the shower with it, avoiding spraying perfumes around about it, avoiding moisturising my arms freshly just before I put it on. You know, it's sensible things. It's the same sort of things that I do with my pearls. I'll not spray perfume around about this area when I'm wearing my pearls. I mean, I've had these for, well, I'll be married for 42 years this year, and my mum gave them to me on my, and I say my mum, I mean my parents, my mum and dad gave them to me on my wedding day, and before then my mum was wearing them as well. She bought them, when she bought them for me, but she got to enjoy them because I was really young when she, not really young, but I was at an age where I wasn't really interested in wearing pearls. So she enjoyed them for a few years, and then I wore them. I've actually had them re-stringed. Talking of wearing them, both pearls and mother of pearl need to be worn. It's not good to keep them airtight, locked away. They actually wear better and actually improve with wear, as long as, you know, you're not spraying harmful things on them. So you must wear these things, you know, but take care of them. It's as simple as that. So the difference between a pearl and mother of pearl is basically the placement within a shell. It's as simple as that. That's the difference between these two. Have you learned anything? Okay, I've taken a little break whilst my battery was recharging. I got myself a little glass of wine because it is Saturday. Right, back onto mother of pearl. Okay, so mother of pearl, let me read this actually because I have it written down here. So mother of pearl is calming. It's a stress reliever stone, and it has healing powers, okay, according to what I've read. Mother of pearl shell is commonly believed to attract prosperity, bring on more VCA. It heightens intuition, which I'm quite highly intuitive anyway. Psychic sensitivity and imagination. I have all those things, people. I have all those things. So yeah, healing powers, anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It is used to treat health conditions like arthritis, digestive issues and skin problems. Okay, so that's that. We need to hurry up and finish this video because it's getting rather long. I think I've been through 2 batteries. So who should not be wearing mother of pearl? Did you know certain people shouldn't be wearing mother of pearl? I didn't know that, and I didn't know that when I bought my mother of pearl, people. So according to my research, which I have noted in my LV agenda, if you're a Gemini, a Taurus, a Leo, a Sagittarius, a Capricorn or an Aquarius, mother of pearl does not suit you. There you go, my people. Did you know that? So on that note, on that happy note, people, enjoy it. Listen, if it makes you happy, go for it. I say go for it, like everything. If it brings you joy, if you put it on your wrist and you feel a sense of joy. I'm Pisces, by the way, so maybe something with the water, you know, this being a water thing and Pisces being a water thing, it works for me. It certainly works for me. Anyway, that's what I have learned about VCA, about mother of pearl, about the Alhambra vintage 5 motif bracelet and all of that jazz. People, it's a bracelet. Enjoy it, have fun, and that's where I'm gonna leave the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and thank you so much for being here with me. If you wish to see any more videos from me, I will link one here, and if you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe with the A right here, and a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. See you on the next one. Bye and cheers.